So let's take a look at what this looks like from a student's perspective. Remember, I sent an invite directly to my student account. So that did a couple of things. I'm going to pull over my student account here, and notice I have an email that was automatically generated. I sent that invite there on that people tab, and it automatically sent me an email, and I can click the join option here. Because I sent that invitation, I can also go to classroom.google.com as a student, and notice right here there's an invite waiting for me, so I can opt to join that right here. You might have students go decline, and they can do that because they're getting cheeky. That does not mean they're barred from the class. What they can do is come up here to join, and they just need to enter that class code. So if I were then to give that same student this code, and I were to enter that in as a student, I would then join the class. But hands down, my favorite way to get a student to join a Google Classroom is to give them the invite link. So I just click that to copy it. I pasted that here, and it's actually going to bring them to that classroom. It's going to ask me if I want to join the class, and I'm going to say yes, and boom, I am in. So a couple of different ways to do that, and all I did was like 2 things, which is kind of cool. So remember, in the first steps video, I talked about this being kind of like a social media timeline. I did not put this here as a teacher. When I posted that assignment in the first task video, that was automatically created for me. So as a student, I can click on this, and it's going to take me to the assignment, which is kind of cool. I can also come up here to classwork, and I can see it up here organized pretty nicely. Click on this, and look, I have access to the assignment as a student. So I can see the materials up here on the right. I can see how many points it's worth. These were the directions here. I could leave a comment for my fellow students to see, and I can tag them, which is kind of cool. So you can get that conversation going back and forth. And then if my teacher were to leave me comments, I would see them over here, and I can leave my own as a student. So let's take a look at what that looks like if I were to open up this document here that my teacher sent me. Now remember, it said, I set it to make a copy for every student. So up here, it opens up the exact copy of this document. And then up here, it has my name. This is the name on this student account, and then the title of the document. And so that's saved in my drive. It's saved in the teacher's drive. I can edit this as a student. This is the magic of Google Classroom. As a teacher, I can come here to this assignment. I can now see that my student has joined. I can see their assignment attached for them. And again, this is theirs. And I can see all the work that they're doing. So if I were to pull up both of these at the same time, as a teacher, if I were to type in here, I'm automatically in suggesting mode. But if I turn that to editing mode, I can type in here, and you'll see that's going to pop up here in real time. And if I type as a student, kind of cool. So you can have that collaborative back and forth. So that's what it looks like from a very basic perspective as a student.